All right, let's talk about building wealth. I know, it sounds like a huge topic, but what if we thought small, like really small? Today, we're gonna break down how these tiny, almost invisible changes you can make to your habits can actually lead to some massive, life-changing results down the road.
So let's just get right to it. What if you could build some serious wealth with changes so small you barely even notice them? Seriously, no crazy, painful budget, no need for a six-figure salary, just tiny tweaks you pretty much forget you're even doing. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not, and that's exactly what we're gonna get into.
And the whole thing is built around this super simple idea called the 1% rule. Look, you don't have to flip your entire financial world upside down overnight. No, you just focus on these tiny 1% improvements. Maybe it's saving just 1% more of your paycheck, or maybe it's cutting back your spending by just 1%. It feels like almost nothing, right? But trust me, that tiny first step, that's where the magic begins.
But you might be asking, why does this work when every other budget I've tried has failed? It's a great question. And to answer it, we gotta talk about why those big, ambitious plans usually just, well, why they fall apart.
I mean, look at this. If you've ever tried to go on a super strict budget, you know this feeling. Those big, drastic changes, they're just overwhelming, aren't they? It feels like you're sacrificing everything. It's so hard to even get started. And honestly, it just leads to burnout. You last a few weeks, maybe a month, and then poof, it's over. But the small stuff, the tiny tweaks, that's manageable. You can start that today, and each little change feels like a win, which, keeps you going. Okay, so if the changes are so small, where do the big results come from? This is the fun part. This is where we bring in the secret weapon, a force so powerful, Albert Einstein himself supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. We're talking about the magic of compounding.
So what is it? Well, this quote breaks it down pretty well. Basically, compounding is your money making its own money. You're not just earning interest on what you put in, you're earning interest on the interest too. It creates this awesome feedback loop, and your money just starts to grow faster and faster over time. It's wild. You've probably heard this before, but the best way to picture it is a tiny little snowball at the top of a huge snowy mountain. At first, it's just rolling along, picking up a little bit of snow. But the bigger it gets, the more snow it picks up with every single turn. And before you know it, that tiny snowball is a massive, unstoppable avalanche. That's exactly what happens to your 1% savings. Okay, let's look at the actual numbers here, because this is where it gets crazy. Check this out. After year one, you get like $25 from compounding. Whoop-de-doo, right? But fast forward to year 20, you've put in about 12 grand yourself, but compounding has kicked in another $11,500, all on its own. Your money has basically doubled itself. That's the power of just sticking with it over time.
All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? How do we put this 1% rule into action, like right now?
Look, the best part is you don't have to do everything all at once. Just pick one. Seriously, just one to start. You could save 1% more. If you make, say, 50 grand a year, that's less than $10 a week. That's like 2 fancy coffees. You can do that. Or path 2, just cut 1% of what you spend. Again, you're barely gonna feel it, but that's how you get that snowball rolling. And finding that 1% to cut, way easier than you think. Here's a pro tip. Spend 15 minutes tonight looking at your monthly subscriptions. I guarantee you'll find something you totally forgot you were paying for. Or here's another one. Call your phone or internet company. Just ask if there are any new deals. A 5-minute call could save you money every single month. These aren't huge sacrifices, they're just smart little moves. And here is the absolute best way to make sure this works. Automate it. Set it and forget it. Go into your banking app right now and set up an automatic transfer from your checking to a savings account. Make it happen the day after you get paid, so the money is just gone before you can even think about spending it. You gotta pay your future self first, and this is how you do it without even trying. Okay, wanna try something fun? A little challenge to really see how this works in real time? You can start this one this week. It's the 52-week money challenge. Super simple concept. Week 1, you save $1. Week 2, $2. Week 3, $3. You get the idea. It feels like nothing at first, but by the end of the year, you're putting away about $50 a week. And the final number? Yeah, it's pretty surprising. Boom, over $1,300. And you started with a single buck. How cool is that?
You've not only built a nice little stash of cash for an emergency or maybe a vacation, but you've also built a habit. And that's the real power of starting small and just not stopping. And you know what's really cool? This whole idea of being smart with your money isn't something you have to do in secret anymore. It's actually becoming a part of this bigger, really empowering trend. You might have seen this on social media, especially TikTok. It's called loud budgeting, and it's all about just talking about your money, dropping that old weird taboo. It's about being open and honest, saying things like, nah, can't go out for that expensive dinner, I'm saving up for a house. And it's totally okay. And what this does is it completely reframes how we think about saving. It's not about being broke or making a sacrifice anymore. It's an empowering choice. It's you saying, I am actively choosing to build a better future for myself. It turns budgeting from this boring, private chore into a public declaration of what you value. So let's bring it all home with one last question for you. You've seen how tiny habits can create huge wealth. You've seen the magic of compounding. You know how easy it is to start. So, what's it going to be? What is that first 1% change you are going to make? Maybe it's saving that $10 a week. Maybe it's canceling that one streaming service you never watch. Whatever you choose, your future self is going to be so glad you did.